Hello, everyone. Can you give a thumbs up if you can hear me? Tommy, are you still promoting people?
There shouldn't be anyone left to promote. There should just be, um,
Are you promoted? Wait.
what?
Tommy, are you still promoting people?
No, there should not be anyone left to promote. There shouldn't be anyone left to promote. There should just, everyone should be promoted.
Okay, sounds good. Then hello everyone. I call this meeting to order Tuesday, November 4th at 7:05 p.m. Are there any amendments to be made to today's agenda? Tommy, would you like to go first?
No, I'll go last.
Sounds good. Divine?
Hi, can we please strike ARC allocations?
Thank you. Edison?
Hello, could I add the community service mini fund for the funding allocations?
Bethany?
Hi, can I please strike capital contingency allocations? Thank you.
Sherry?
Hi, can I please strike bag allocations? Thanks.
Tommy, I think Michael is proxying for Joy.
All right, I just promoted him.
Thank you. Bethany, do you still have something to add or change? No? Okay. Do you want to go, Tommy?
Yeah, then I will motion. Let me get them all. All right, I will motion to add an appointment for Tani Barragona to the John Wooden Board of Governors, Vanessa Harris to the Student Initiated Outreach Committee, Yaman Niba Johnson to the Campus Retention Committee, Jordan King to the SAC Board of Governors, Awa Tura to the Campus Retention Committee, Harrison Q to the Committee on LGBTQ Affairs, and Nicholas Reese to the Oversight Committee chair position. And I will be motioning these in block.
All
And
in
then
favor, please raise your hands.
we need a second on the motion since
I second the motion.
Tommy motions, Talia seconds. All in favor, please raise your hands. Please lower your hands. All against. All abstaining. With a vote to 11 to 0 to 0, those are to be voted on block. And then Tommy again.
All right, I motion to add an appointment for Tina Barragona to John Wooden Board of Governors, Vanessa Harris to the Student Initiated Outreach Committee, Yamaniba Johnson to the Campus Retention Committee, Jordan King to the SAC Board of Governors, Awa Tura to the Campus Retention Committee, Harrison Q to the Committee on LGBTQ Affairs, and Nicholas Reese to the Oversight Committee Chair.
Is there a second?
I second.
Tommy motions, Hiram seconds. All in favor, please raise your hands. Please lower your hands. All against, please raise your hands. And all abstaining. With votes 11-0, those are approved to be on today's agenda. Can we please get a motion to finalize and approve today's agenda?
I motion to approve the agenda for November 4th, 2025.
Second.
Tommy motions, Divine seconds. All in favor, please raise your hands. Please lower your hands. All against. All abstaining. Hannah, was that a yes vote?
Yeah, sorry.
With a vote to 12-0, that the agenda for November 4th is finalized. We will now be moving on to the approval of our minutes. I hope everyone had the chance to see the October 28th USAC minute drafts. Are there any opposition or questions? If not, those are approved at 7:10 p.m. We'll now be moving on to the public comment period. Are there any students here that are for public comment? Seeing as there are none, I will close public comment today at 7:10 p.m. We'll now be moving on with funding with contingency programming with Bethany.
Hi, this week we had a total contingency programming request of $41,860.96, and we recommend an allocation of $13,143.67 for one USAC entity and 48 non-USAC entities. I am happy to answer any questions, and I've also pasted it in the chat.
Are there any questions? If not, can someone please make a motion?
All right, I motion to approve an allocation of $13,143.67 to one USAC entity and 48 non-USAC entities in terms of contingency programming.
I
Second.
second.
Tommy motions, Divine seconds. All in favor, please raise your hands. Please lower your hands. All against. All abstaining. With votes 11-0, the contingency programming is approved. Next we'll be moving on to USA BOD funding allocations with Emery. Nico, will you be sharing them?
That's my bad. I meant to strike that from the agenda.
Oh, okay, no worries. Next we'll be moving on to SFS allocations with Edison.
Hello. So this week, SFS recommends an allocation of $12,475.72 to 5 USAC entities and 12 non-USAC entities.
Thank you. Are there any questions? Seeing as there are none, SFS allocations are approved. We'll now be moving on to SWC programming fund allocations with Hannah.
Hi, this week the SWC Programming Fund recommends an allocation of $357.06 to one non-USAC entity.
Are there any questions for Hannah? Seeing as there are none, the SWC programming fund allocations are approved. Next, we'll be moving on to ASRF allocations with Chris.
Hello, everyone. 1 second. For ASRF this week, we recommend an allocation of $4,188 with 13 cents to 9 non-USAC entities.
Are there any questions for Chris? Chris, do you also want to share the AAC travel mini grant allocations?
Sure. This week we recommended an allocation of $777 with 78 cents to 3 non-USAC entities.
Thank you. Are there any other questions? If not, the ASRF allocations and AAC travel mini grant allocations are approved. Next, we're moving on to TGIF with Michael.
TGIF recommends an allocation of $500.00 for one non-USAC entity and 0 USAC entities.
Thank you. Are there any questions for Michael? Seeing as there are none, TGIF is approved. Next, we have Community CS Transfer Fund with Edison.
Yes, so CS Transpo recommends an allocation of $520.34 to 0 USAC entities and 1 non-USAC entity.
Would you also like to share CS Mini Fund?
Yes. CS Mini recommends an allocation of $75,382.11 to 7 USAC entities and 28 non-USAC entities.
Thank you. Are there any questions for Edison? Seeing as there are none, the CS Transpo Fund and the CS Cert Mini Fund are both approved. We'll next be moving on to appointments, starting with Tani for the John Wooden Board of Governors appointment. Tommy, is this person here today, or are we just
It's consent,
not
so
voting, just giving consent?
it's just consent if it has the hashtag.
Yeah. Okay. Are there any questions? I don't know. Michael, do you know about this appointment?
All I know is that she seems qualified.
Great, thank you. Well, seeing if there are no questions or oppositions, she is approved to serve on the John Wooden Board of Governors for the 2025-2026 academic year. Now we will be moving on to Vanessa for the Student Initiated Outreach Committee. Oh, sorry, everyone else. Seeing as everyone else, they are voting members, the way the appointments will work are you get a 1-minute introduction, followed by a 15-minute question and answer period from council, and then a 1-minute closing statement from yourself, and then the appointments review committee will give recommendations, and then council will deliberate and vote. Tell me whenever you can. Oh, you got it. Thank you. Vanessa, whenever you're ready, you may begin your 1-minute opening statement.
Okay, hello. I'm Vanessa. I am a current third-year public affairs major with a double minor in American Indian Studies and Information and Media Literacy. And I'm looking to be on the Student Initiated Outreach Committee. And I find that I would be a good fit because of my experience growing up in a school district that was underfunded and required outreach, and for my passion in just helping students of all ages, ethnicities, and backgrounds.
Thank you. We'll now be moving on to your 15 question and answer period. Do you have any questions for Vanessa? I guess I can ask the first question. What do you hope to bring to the SIOC?
I think what I hope to bring is a unique perspective that could be applied to a variety of different areas amongst UCLA undergraduates and throughout the greater LA community. I'm really excited to hopefully work with students of UCLA students and high school, middle school, other community colleges. I know that being a part of outreach is something that is very important and vital in any area. And so I hope to make a long-lasting impact as well as short-term amongst my peers.
Thank you. Are there any other questions from council? Seeing as there are none, thank you so much. We can now move on to your 1-minute closing statement.
Okay. Yeah, overall, I hope that after I am done at UCLA that I work in a school district and hope to continue to find valuable resources and perspectives for generations to come. I know that change in outreach and retention and all those areas within education take time, and it's not one singular year or, you know, couple of years. So yeah, I'm excited to hopefully work with other students, and I am confident that I would succeed in this role. Yeah.
Thank you. Can we please now have ARC recommendations?
All right. Vanessa demonstrated a strong understanding of the student-initiated outreach committee's mission and emphasized the importance of outreach, retention, and equitable access to education. She articulated a clear commitment to fostering transparency, open communication, and collaboration among diverse student communities. With a 3-0 vote, ARC recommends her appointment, recognizing her passion, thoughtfulness, and dedication to promoting inclusivity and long-term program consistency.
Thank you. Are there any comments or questions from council? Seeing as there are none, can someone please motion for a vote?
All right, I motion to appoint Vanessa Harris to the Student Initiated Outreach Committee.
Second.
Tommy motions, Sherry seconds. All in favor, please raise your hands. Please lower your hands. All against and all abstaining. With votes of 13-0. Vanessa is that motion passes and Vanessa is approved to serve on the Student Initiated Outreach Committee for the 2025-2026 academic year. Congratulations. All right, thank you, everyone. We'll now be moving on to Yamaniba Johnson for the Campus Retention Committee. Whenever you're ready, you may begin your 1-minute opening statement.
Okay, can everyone hear me?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. Hello, my name is Imanaba Johnson. I go by she, her pronouns. I am a 2026 graduating senior this year. I am a political science major and I have a minor in education studies. I am currently applying to be a part of the campus retention committee, and I believe I would be an excellent fit for this position because it aligns with all of my long-term goals. I plan on going to graduate school for education, and I plan on working particularly in retention and outreach for my professional career.
Thank you. We'll now be moving on to your 15-minute question and answer period from council. Do any council members have any questions? If not, I can ask the first one. What do you hope to bring to the committee?
Excuse me?
What do you hope to bring to the CRC?
I hope to bring, similar to Vanessa, I hope to just bring like a unique experience and understanding of the issues. My mother was a boarding school survivor. So for Native communities in particular, when we're in higher educational spaces, you have to understand that transparency and accountability are core tenets when you're working with marginalized communities. So I just think understanding how important that is and continuing to build that relationship with marginalized communities on campus, I think that would be the excellent that I would bring to the table.
Thank you. Are there any other questions from council? Seeing as there isn't, you may begin your 1-minute closing statement.
Everything about this position aligns with my long-term goals and the experiences that I would gain having this position for the year would definitely help me advance my personal goals as I proceed into grad school. I would be incredibly honored to have this position and represent students on campus who come from backgrounds similar to mine and similar to others who have historically lacked resources and access to them on campus.
Thank you so much. Can we please get our recommendations?
Yeah. Yamaniba's passion for Native retention and higher education, coupled with her admirable dedication to transparency and accountability, made a strong impression on ARC. With a 3-0 vote, ARC strongly recommends Yamaniba for this position and are excited for what her future in the campus retention committee looks like.
Thank you. Are there any questions or comments from council? Can we please get a motion for a vote?
Motion to appoint Yamaniba to the campus retention committee for a 1-year term.
Second.
There are motions. Sherry seconds. All in favor, please raise your hands. Please lower your hands. All against and all abstaining. With a vote of 12-0, Yam is approved to serve on the Campus Retention Committee for a 1-year term for the 2025-2026 academic year. Congratulations. We will now be moving on to Jordan King for the SAC Board of Governors. Whenever you're ready, you may begin your 1-minute opening statement.
Sorry, Diego. I believe SACBOG is a consent item, although I'm not sure if Jordan's here or not.
Oh, it is? Okay, sorry.
Yeah, that's what we have it
included as
recorded
an
at.
action. Okay.
All right.
Do you want to just share a little bit about what this role does, Michael? I think this is our first one of the year.
Yeah, it is. The Student Activities Center Board of Governors is a body that oversees the proceedings within SAC. It was part of the charter for one of the referendums to improve student facilities, and it's comprised of 4 undergraduate members and 4 graduate members, and they serve as a body to oversee the budgetary concerns of SAC, space allocations, and they also serve as an advisory role to the administrative vice chancellor of student affairs. And FAC is hoping to restart this committee this school year as it has been inactive in the past couple of years, and hopefully try to solve some potential ongoing disputes over space allocations within SAC.
Thank you. Are there any questions or comments? If there are no objections, then Jordan King is approved to serve on the SAC Board of Governors. Thank you, Michael. Next, our next appointment is Awa with the Campus Retention Committee. Whenever you're ready, you may begin your 1-minute opening statement. Sorry, I think Awe, is she here?
Hi, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Hi everyone, my name is Awa Watara. I use she, her pronouns, and I'm a 3rd-year student double majoring in international development studies and political science with a minor in math. I'm applying for the retention coordinator position under the Campus Retention Committee. I'm passionate about student advocacy and improving retention for underrepresented students at UCLA. And through my past work as the operations coordinator and peer counselor with the academic supports program, I've had the opportunity to mentor students, organize programs, and create a sense of belonging for students in these programs, and also help connect hundreds of Bruins to academic and wellness resources. I also serve as a residential assistant, or RA, and a student leader in different student organizations on campus, which has allowed me to build a better sense of inclusive spaces and help strengthen my leadership and communication skills.
Thank you so much. We'll now be moving on to your 15-minute question and answer period. Are there any questions from council? If not, I can ask my first question or my question. What are you up to bring to the campus retention committee?
I hope to bring a sense of support to student success and improving retention, especially within the underrepresented student community. And as I stated before, through my work as like the operations coordinator for the academic supports program, I've seen firsthand how having intentional mentorship, academic resources, and a community space can really transform a student's outcome and their growth at UCLA. I'm applying because I want to continue that impact on a larger scale and collaborate with mother organizations, the Academic Supports Program, and the CRC and other student initiative orgs to help strengthen those systems of support and help make sure that students are not only like just staying at UCLA, but they're here to thrive. And my experience coordinating programs, supervising like my peers, and facilitating that sense of communication and belonging across different departments has really helped me prepare to take on this leadership role confidently.
Thank you. Are there any other questions from council? Seeing as there not, we'll be now moving on to your 1-minute closing statement whenever you're ready.
Okay. So I am deeply committed to creating a sense of university experience where students don't feel as if they need to constantly persist, but they can actually thrive in environments that they are comfortable with. And I want to collaborate with different programs, like I stated before, with ASP, ASU, the CRC, and making a tangible effort in retention and student well-being. And if I were appointed as the retention coordinator, I would hope to continue combining my like past experiences to really center a sense of community centered approaches and focusing on mentorship, advocacy, and sustainable program development.
Thank you. Can we please get our recommendations?
Uh-huh. ARC was impressed by Awa's experience, especially as a peer advisor for the ASP. We appreciated her vision to collaborate with MOs and carry out efficient communication, prioritizing and receiving feedback from our non-traditional, marginalized, and transfer student groups especially. With a 3-0 vote, ARC strongly recommends Awa for this appointment to the Campus Retention Committee.
We'll now be moving on to deliberation from council. Are there any questions or comments? Seeing as there are none, can we please motion for a vote?
Motion to appoint Awa to the Campus Retention Committee for a 1-year term.
I second.
Your motions, Divine seconds, all in favor, please raise your hands. Please lower your hands. All against. All abstaining. With the votes 11-0, that motion passes and Awa is approved to serve on the Campus Retention Committee for a 1-year term for the 2026 academic year. Congratulations. Next, we'll be moving on to Harrison for the Committee on LGBTQ Affairs. Whenever you're ready, you may begin your 1-minute opening statement.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. So my name is Harrison. I use he, him pronouns. I'm a first-year transfer majoring in MIMG, and I transferred from University of North Carolina, where I was a student ambassador at the LGBTQ Center. I did a lot of programs where I bring the community together and educate other people who want to learn more about the community. Most recently, I did a art exhibition at UNC Chapel Hill. So I believe my skills will be qualified for this position.
Thank you. We'll now be moving on to your 15-minute question and answer period from council. Does council have any questions? Yes, Hannah.
Hi, Harrison. Thank you so much for being here tonight. My question for you is, what are some tangible ways you hope to support undergraduate students through this committee?
Some tangible ways, I feel like as a transfer student, I think we need to prioritize um, we need to make sure that everyone feels they belong at UCLA. And for example, we already have programs such as Transfer Palooza and Pride Welcome to welcome new students at the beginning of the year. But I feel like at this point in the middle of the semester, it is also crucial for us to, have some kind of events to bring people together. For example, we can do a pop-up event of the LGBTQ Resource Center here at the UCLA, and maybe bring some snacks out, and maybe if we want to be creative, we can do a art and crafts activity, maybe brewing walk. So I think all of these are tangible ways to bring students together and learn more about the center, so they can learn more about the programs happening in the center and ways to contribute.
Thank you. Are there any other questions? Seeing as there aren't any, we'll be now moving on to your 1-minute closing statement.
So as a transfer student and an international student myself, I think I am most able to empathize with other people and understand how hard it is to transition from a place to UCLA. And I believe I have a lot of experiences at the school I transferred from, which allowed me to develop social skills and event planning skills that can be applied toward this position. Um, and I think I have a lot of good ideas to, make the program more successful and contribute to to the committee if I'm honored enough to become a member of the committee.
Thank you. Can we please get ARC recommendations?
Uh, all right. So Harrison demonstrated a strong passion for fostering inclusion and community building within UCLA's LGBTQ spaces, drawing on his prior experiences as an ambassador at UNC's LGBTQ Center. He outlined thoughtful plans to promote cross-campus collaboration, expand outreach to transfer and non-traditional students, and host engaging events that celebrate and educate. With a 3-0 vote, ARC recommends his appointment, recognizing his enthusiasm, leadership potential, and commitment to promoting equity, accessibility, and belonging for all students.
Thank you. Are there any questions or comments during deliberations period? Seeing as there are none, can we please motion for a vote for this appointment?
I motion to appoint Harrison Q to the Committee on LGBTQ Affairs for the 2025-2026 academic year.
5 seconds.
Tommy motions, Devine seconds. All in favor, please raise your hands. Please lower your hands. All against. All abstaining. With a vote 11-0, that motion passes, and Harrison Q is approved to serve for a 1-year term for the academic year 2025-2026 for the LGBT, let me get the name right, the Committee on LGBTQ Affairs. Thank you. We'll now be moving on to Nicholas Reese for the Oversight Committee Chair position. Sorry. Yeah, Chair. Whenever you're ready, you may begin your 1-minute opening statement.
Great, thank you, Diego. My name is Nicholas Reese. I'm a 4th-year political science student here, 2nd-year transfer. I was able to work with a lot of you on this council, especially Tommy, last year in creating the Oversight Committee. So I'm really excited to see it here. I'm excited to have an opportunity to potentially lead it. I both through working last year before the committee, in the committee, and now professionally have good experience, a increasingly extensive amount of experience in financial oversight and in working in making sure that operations are as efficient and transparent as possible. So that's sort of all I can say about myself.
Thank you. And then we'll now be moving on to your 15-minute question and answer period. We'll try to keep this brief because I know you said you have experience on this committee, but I would say, what is your vision moving forward for winter quarter and spring quarter?
Yeah, the vision would be to really serve as an outlet to make sure that the operations of USAC and of USA in general are as efficient as possible. Oversight doesn't have to be some boogeyman, some entity that's telling you what to do. And in reality, what the purpose is to make sure that all of the operations, whether it's retention committee, whether it's transfer students, is able to do their job and know that when they place money somewhere, it's going where they want it to, and that they can have a information loop to make sure that everything goes the way that we all would like to envision it going.
Thank you. Will now be, or are there any other questions from council? If not, can we please, I'm sorry, if not, we'll move on to your 1-minute closing statement.
Yeah. Thank you guys for letting me speak, and I'm hopeful that I can get to work. I'll save you guys the rest of your time. Thank you.
Thank you. Can we now please get ARC recommendations?
ARC appreciated Nick's vision to make the Oversight Committee as accessible as possible to the student body, and alongside his previous professional experience in oversight, we are under the impression that he's an excellent candidate for the role. With a 3-0 vote, ARC recommends Nick for this position.
Thank you. Can we please get a motion for a vote?
Motion to,
motion.
oh, no, go ahead. I don't know who that was. Go ahead.
Sorry, a motion to appoint Nicholas Reese to the Oversight Committee chairs for a 1-year term.
Second.
Please raise your hands. Please. Against. This time was yes, no vote.
What? You're cutting out.
Are those no votes or are those yes votes?
That was a yes vote. For me, I don't know for Chris.
That was a yes vote. Sorry, you're also cutting off on my end, so.
With a vote to 8-0, Nicholas Reese is approved to serve on the Oversight Committee chair for the 2025-2026 academic year. We'll now be moving on to officer report. I ask that it only be executives for this session, for this meeting. I'll keep mine written. Tommy?
Yeah, I just want to shout out my amazing DEI committee. We had an amazing turnout at our Dia de los Muertos event with the Latinx Success Center, and it's looking like that event is going to be added as an institutionalized event under our office. So really happy to see that success. We're going to be hosting a couple events coming up, including a financial literacy night, a career readiness workshop for students who are planning on applying to summer internships, and then one other one that I'm blanking on, but it'll all be in the written report.
Sherry?
I'll keep most of mine written. I just want to plug one thing. We have a UC Regents teach-in in collaboration with the Gen Rep 2 office with Jaya next Monday at 6:30 p.m. in Math Science room 5127. So please come. Everything else will be written. Thanks.
Chris?
My updates will be written tonight. Thank you.
Thank you. We'll now be moving on to I don't know if there's any updates with USAC resolution reports. There are not. We'll skip that and move on to our administrative representatives. Orlando.
Hello, everyone. I do not have any updates today.
Thank you. Lorelai.
Hi everyone, just a few from me. Just wanted to remind those on OSAC committee, please respond to Pranaya, our lovely student assistant's messages. She's currently trying to decide how or ask for your availability and frequency of meeting in anticipation of winter allocations for spaces for the next 2 years. So please follow up with her as you can. Beyond that, reminder to look into e-board appointments as we're approaching the end of the quarter. And then lastly, for those of you on ARC, I'm going to follow up regarding the assistant director for USA BOD Fund. So look out for that. But other than that, hope you all had a happy Halloween and are doing well with midterms.
Is Lori here? Or no, Jonathan? Or no?
Lori's here.
Lori, yes, thank you.
I am here. I made it. Just quickly, I am in office this week, but then I am out of office next week. And then after that, I will be back for the rest of the quarter. So I'll see you guys soon.
Thank you. Jonathan.
Hey, hi, hello, all. Hope you're doing well. Just a couple quick things from me. If there were issues with your rosters, you got an email from me on Monday, and I'll be following up on those tomorrow. So please have those ready. And then just a reminder that next Tuesday is Veterans Day. So there will be no council meeting at all, and all professional staff will be out of office. Speaking of out of office, Lorelai will be out of office Thursday and Friday of this week. She's going to a conference. So if you need anything from her, please connect with her tomorrow or send it my way. Have a great week.
Thank you. Is Peter here?
No Peter tonight.
All right, thank you. Well, that's it, everyone. Thank you so much. And I adjourn today's meeting at 7:40 p.m. Thank you, everyone.